It is Danny Vegas time in a Danny Vegas world, and we are talking about segment 4 today on the 702 Rock Show, Beyond the Hobby, right here from the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada. I want to say thank you for people worldwide who are watching us today. Our friend at the base camp of Mount Everest, who survived the avalanche about 3 weeks ago. Thank you. All right, I always look forward to your emails every week. So we are worldwide. We have fans all over the place. And what I want to do is... My sheet, please. Thank you very much. What we have today, we're going to do something a little bit different now. You know, we have seasoned entrepreneurs. We have brand new entrepreneurs. We have Sadie the Basket Lady. We have everybody from creams, the facials, and eyelashes, and everything else. But now we're going a little deeper. We're going a little deeper now. All right. So I want to introduce, is it Lobos?
Dag.
Dag?
Dag and John.
Dag and John. I don't know. I'm just looking at my sheet here. But Dag and John is not a comedy routine, that's for sure. You know, you guys got to think about that. Dag and John. You know, I think about that. But you gentlemen run a community center, right? Am I right on that?
We actually do the intro to Buddhism.
Intro
to Buddhism.
Like
the basics of
101.
Yes. Exactly.
You're okay, so Buddhism 101.
Exactly.
And that's what you do. So you people, we're going to get into a little, do you guys call it a religion?
Well,
or just a way of thinking?
It's a way of life.
Yeah, a way of life.
It's a way of life.
Yeah, it's a way of life. We don't want to go to the religion stuff, but it is a way of life. Because I remember, because I get this stuff, sometimes Roxy gives it to me about 2 minutes before the show, and sometimes she gets it to me about a week before the show. So, but, I was telling her kind of in a funny way, it's kind of like, well, gee whiz, okay, we got some Buddhists coming along. Hell, they ain't been in a war in 1,000 years, so they're doing something right, because all the rest of us can't seem to get it down right. So tell us, it's a way of life. Tell us a little bit about, okay, I'm a new cat. I'm rolling into your community center. I want to learn more. So tell us if I walked into your shop today, said, okay, here I am, fix me. What are you going to do?
Well, I mean, at first, you were talking about war, and we believe of a concept called the oneness of self and environment. So there is not two lands, pure or impure, in themselves. The difference lies solely in the good of evil of our own minds.
Okay, now I barely got through high school, so explain that to me.
So, I mean, the concept is, once we're at peace in our own lives, and our environment reflects the same. So, for example, when your life is, reckless or whatever it might be, or it might be in a good place, but you are not attaining the things in your life that you would like to attain in your life, and then things start to come about where you're not in focus or you're not in tune with your own life. So what we do is we chant the words Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. So Nam means devotion.
Okay.
Myoho means the mystic law.
Okay.
Renge means cause and effect, or the lotus flower. And Kyo is sound and vibration. So when you say Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, you start to align with the macro and the microcosms of the universe. So things that come to you naturally, benefits come to you naturally.
Now, is that a language? Like, if someone in Korea has heard that, they're like, oh, I know what he's saying. Or what is it?
It's a combination of Sanskrit and Japanese. It's been put together back in the 13th century.
Japanese. See, I kind of recognize it because my wife's Japanese, and when she yells at me, I'm like, well, that's what she kind of sounds like. So, but much faster and much more loud.
Yeah.
It's the same thing said all around the world. So everywhere you go in the world, everyone that says Nam Myoho Renge Kyo recognizes it because they understand, and it's universal. So everyone can chant together in unison.
Okay. So all right, let's do this. I love to ask this question. Okay, you're laying at night, you're staring up at the ceiling, and then it just came to you. How did you get involved? How did you find this? I can't. And I'm going to judge a book by its cover a little bit, but I don't think you're all born into this, right? So at some point you found it. So how did you find it?
Well, in my case, when I first started, I was born as a Roman Catholic.
Okay.
I studied under the Lutheran Church.
Okay.
I left to the military at 17, so I became atheist in a sense. And you know, after traveling all over Asia, I traveled all over, you know, Korea, Thailand, Singapore, Hong Kong.
Me too.
So, but once that was done, I really realized that people, you know, in the Buddhist countries were really calm. They were serene, peaceful in themselves. Even if they didn't have anything, they always were so helpful.
They were content.
Yeah, content. Exactly.
What happened to my wife? But anyway, you know. But yes, they're very content. I mean, I've been in third world countries, and you're just like, gee whiz, you know. But they just seem as happy as, you know,
as can be.
As can be.
So, you know, and then it wasn't until like 20 years later that, you know, I was introduced by my wife. She introduced me into this Buddhism.
Okay.
And that was before that I was driving her crazy. You know, and her, you know, her mother-in-law told her that, you know, she was, you know, that don't forget, you know, because we were having, you know, marital problems.
Right. So you had to chill out.
Right. So she says, you know, remember the words Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, you know, but she knew that when she was a kid. So finally, it happened. You know, she started practicing what we call actual proof.
Okay.
I seen the change in her, and then finally, I was able to, you know, start practicing.
Happy wife, happy life, dude.
Yeah, so.
That's my chant. Okay. Now, John.
Yes.
Okay. I want to hear your story, dude. I mean, you got the Yakuza thing going on here. I mean, so you're the real deal. You are committed for life, man. What does all that mean?
That actually says Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Oh, okay.
So it's it says that they say to never seek it outside yourself, and I just kind of took it to the actual literal, you know, sense of it, and and went through it.
Well, we got 3 minutes, and I want to hear how you found Buddhism 101, as we say.
I was on a bus trip trying to find a job, really down on my luck, really bad.
Down on your luck,
really bad.
Ooh, honey. Okay, no money, crossing the country on a bus.
Yeah.
You know, they stop at the place to eat, and you're like, I ain't got any money to eat. Maybe someone will feel sorry
for me. Luckily a local bus, but
okay, all right. Okay, a local bus.
Trying to find work, and then I saw this sign on there, the side of the thing. It said on the side of the center that said, you know, Buddhism 101 free classes. I was like, I like free classes. I'm kind of interested in Buddhism.
Right.
So I went and I checked it out, and then there was this guy here just talking, and then, you know, I just like instantly I heard the sound of the chant and the vibration. I just felt like overwhelmed. Like, I need to find out more about this. Like, immediately I was like hooked. You know, it was like that was like the thing for me. Like, at that moment, I knew I didn't know what I needed to do, but I knew I was in the right place to find out what I needed to do.
All right, don't tell me this was like 3 days ago.
This was about a year and a half ago.
Okay, I feel better now. If you would have said that was yesterday, I'm like, oh my.
At that time, I had nothing, and now I was actually, I was originally living with my mom who was blind. I was trying to help her out, but then I lost my job and everything. So basically, then she was supporting me again at 34, so 33, 34.
Well, I've
so
been
I'm
there,
like
man.
miserable.
Yeah.
Year later, in my own place, I have a brand new, 2014 car.
Woo, honey! All right.
It's everything. My very own place, very nice gated community. Everything that I could have thought I would never obtain again in my life after all the downfalls that I've had.
Right.
Was able to come back because I was able to refocus myself because of chanting.
Focus,
yeah,
right?
It literally, and not just that, it opened up things that I didn't think would be possible. I got a job working for a union from outside the union, and they don't let just anybody in.
Well, you look at this guy. He's just so calm right now. You just look at your face and like, hey, man, this is all good. Well, anyway, we got 1 minute left. I want people, there's people out there right now that are just like, they're staring at the screen like, how do I find out about this? Give us all your information.
So the information is that we have our community center is located at 2725 West Charleston.
Right.
And everybody's welcome to come. We're supporting the LGBT parade that's coming up here in Vegas that we do it every year. We participate in the Martin Luther King parade. And, basically the classes start at 6 p.m. on Wednesday and 10 a.m. on Saturdays. And you're welcome to come. Anybody's welcome to come to view it out and, chant.
Google XGI Las Vegas.
These are, these are some fancy beads that were gifted to me. But, the whole purpose is that, all your earthly desires has been, 108 earthly desires. And all your desires, can come true in your life. So anything that you like to do.
We're running out of time. Beautiful center. It's in my neighborhood. Check it out. This is Danny Vegas. Gentlemen, thank you for coming on board, man.
So
you guys are rocking. Rock stars, baby. I'm Danny Vegas, and I'm out.